Bum, 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 da, 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 da. Hello, Canada! Happy Canada Day, everyone. It has been a very interesting weather-wise for the weather report here on Access Stamping with Lori LaRose. It has been an interesting day of sunshine, a little, not even a rain. It never did rain. It just sort of did a nothing. And then it was sunshine again. So there's the little glimpse at the, you can't see it thing. How are you guys? And welcome. I'm not sure how many people will show up on this Canada Day. For the next little while, we'll make a card, Canadiana theme. Maybe you'll get a half a break from me promoting go and buy, because I'm going to tell you don't buy. Don't buy today. Don't buy tomorrow. But then get ready to buy on July 3rd. There is a coupon day happening on July 3rd, starting on July 3rd until the end of the month. For each $60 that you're purchasing, you will earn a $6 coupon to be able to spend in August. So you don't want to be shopping. I have a couple different people. Don't panic, you people that ask me to order stuff for you. I am still very old school and I love it. I live in a small town, Rocky Mountain House here in Canada. And a lot of my gals actually ask me to order, and then we get together for a coffee. So it was like the perfect scenario, because it's socializing with a great purpose of getting together and stuff. So don't panic. I didn't put your orders in. I'll put them all in at like midnight. And then you'll get your coupon for August as well. But basically, yeah, buy in multiples of 60. So please don't sit. I also have lots of gals that shop for themselves. Don't sit at $58. It makes me so sad. And then also, if you're sitting like at 113, might be a good idea to add a glue and then get that second, it'll pay for itself the next month, right? So there we go. And then, yeah, so that's about it. The coupon days, the July is starting. So happy Canada Day. I thought it would be kind of fun to work with something sparkly and fireworky, because you're probably just about getting ready to go down to your local area. I don't know. We're doing ours. You know, it's funny. The events, hi Vicky. All events are happening just, I live out of town, I have a farm, and all the events happen at the National Historic Park here in Rocky Mountain House, but the fireworks themselves actually get put off, I'm pretty sure, that they light off at the rodeo grounds instead. And I think it's safer, maybe, like there's a lot of grass otherwise, but maybe I don't know, maybe it's safer parking afterwards. I'm not really sure. I might even be wrong. If you're from Rocky, you know probably better than me. Anyways, all right, so here we go. I will pop you down. I'm going to show you just one thing about last week's cards. Did everybody have a good weekend? I was working with that darn rose set. Sorry while I get you over here. Oh, hey, I do have to... Oh, rats. Now you'll see what I was doing with my card. Spoiler alert. All right. Boo. Okay. On the 3rd, you also will be able to get your little mat. And in case you never saw the edges, I still have my little plastic guys on there. That just protects your corners a little tiny bit. It doesn't interfere with the stability of it. So I thought, so far my hand hasn't been hitting it too much. And if it does, I don't want you to see that. As it hits, it actually just falls off. So no big deal. $82 for the glass mat. It is kind of a fun surface to get dirty, get messy, and play with some different techniques that we were doing recently. And I was actually working with this darn something of beauty, layers of beauty, and I was working with the other day, right? The embossing paste, and I was trying embossing paste over embossing paste, and I was tinting it basically with re-inker. I'll go with the green since it's here. So I did the leaves with the re-inkers, or with the paste and the re-inker. I tried to do 2 layers and it didn't work. And then I was like, oh, that's awful. It was too dark. And so I was mussing around and playing, and that's what that white was just 5 seconds ago. I actually was trying to mute out the strength of the color. I did end up doing it on this one. I had ended up making my first shadow far too dark. My second embossing paste with the peach pie, I actually don't mind it now, but I did use some of the white re-inker, the craft ink, to mute it. I think that's the right word. So that's what and that did help it, I think. I am still looking for my cutouts. This one has to get cut out, as does this one. On this one, I did also do the little tiny, those guys. So that's the update on that. This turned out hideous. The layer on layer probably doesn't work. You also lose your lines. It doesn't look, in very small portion, it doesn't look horrible, but it doesn't, one of these things just doesn't belong. So I just cut a whole new one. I did that one layer like I was supposed to, and I will just layer that right on here like that. Something like that, I guess. There, like that. And I think that'll make a beautiful card. But I do need to cut that out, and sometime you will actually see that finished as well. So that is the Layers of Beauty, and that is the end of that lesson with embossing paste. So you can put that on your wish list. Do store it in a Ziploc bag, and also use it. Use it or lose it. They do not last forever, even in a Ziploc. This one is, geez, it's over a year. It's about a year old probably. It's probably a year old for sure. And it still was totally moist. So it's not like, use it up tomorrow. But I did pull out some from like years ago when we first sold it, and then I don't think we did for a while. Anyways, I did have to throw away some of it because I didn't use it. And you don't use a ton, so don't buy a ton, just buy the one. And there it is. Okay, I've got some ribbon here. I have such a mess, you guys. And I kind of meant to a couple different times today and over the weekend to tidy up, but it didn't happen. So there we go. It's not a big surprise for y'all, I know. All right. The other thing that's actually great, I just am seeing these guys, and it's maybe a good time if you hadn't gotten, because I was going to work with these tonight. If you hadn't gotten the skin tone blend, that's your first of a bundle. You could update your blends this month, and oh dear. Sorry guys about that noise. And then I just about killed myself on stepping on one of these that are on the floor. I really do need to clean up my room. Hold on, I gotta grab this. Oh wait, just one second. For the girls that love me and don't want me to lose my dies, a bunch of them just fell on the floor. Hang on, reaching. Let's see how I did. I'm working with this set today. Phew. All right, this is an online exclusive, the Fluffiest Friends, and he's gone somewhere. Oh, you know, I know where he went. So I have the extreme happiness. I don't know what the word would be, but I stamp with kids at the school, and we did the a little gardening theme recently, and I was using that cat. So I know he's in a box somewhere, so that's okay. And then I don't know how this goes in here. How did this fit in here? We're not sure. Oh, maybe down here. Perfect. Okay, that bird go in there. Okay, and then this somewhere. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. 21! Woohoo! So I write my little 21. I also write that it's online in case you guys are asking me and I'm confused. And I'm using him. So he might have fallen on the floor, but he's all perfect. That's what we're going to work with tonight. And we are going to stamp this little Beaver. And I'll start coloring him just for a few minutes, and then by the magic of television, you already saw if you're on before that. Hi Keisha, how you doing, hun? I did have him colored already, so I'll get started with him, and then probably not. So during the buy $60 worth of stuff and get a $6 coupon, you could start back up on the Blends Club that I have going on. It goes on throughout the year, and it's very self-paced, let's say. Sometime within the 4 months, you buy 4 sets of 4 blends through 4 months. Some people do it every 4 weeks. Sometimes when the girls are very first starting out, they quite often will, honestly, buy they'll buy their first 4, after you buy your second bunch, I give you, if you've never bought before and you need a lift, I buy you the lift as a gift. If you have the lift, then I offer a couple different choices to you, depending. I personalize it, bottom line, because why wouldn't I? Lots of times, like, I did a glue to one girl just recently, but and sometimes stuff. Anyways, bottom line, the tape, something that's fun and mailable. And then depending as well, like I said, lots of times people have me ordering. So on the second purchase, you get that. So a lot of times if the girls have never really worked with blends and they're trying to stock up their blends quite quickly, 4 sets is the $60. So you will get your coupon of $6. So that's a bonus right now. And so because of that, you might want to do one like right quick here on July 3rd, kind of, and or 4th, 5th, kind of, and then do another one quick before July 31st and maximize instead of doing it on August 3rd. That's just kind of silly, right? And that way then you'll get 2 coupons, just different from being in the blend club. At the end of 4 times, you get a gift on after the second one, and then if you complete it and do all 4 of them, then you get a $25 shopping spree as well, and you will have a $12 coupon to boot in August. And you can use that $12. You know what? You won't be able to use the $12 on this, but you could buy a whole nother set of blends. So you could actually buy 5 blends in August with your $12 that you got in July. Anyways, I'm babbling a little tiny bit, but you know what I mean. And if you never got these skin tones, although I have to say the 600 and the 400 is looking just about exactly the same right now. I'm going to show this one more time because I'm kind of surprised. Oh, now I did choose the darker one and I got going crazy. So I'm going to bring in my dark number 200, and I'm quite surprised that the 400 was as light as it was with how dark this one is. But this is a good time to replenish your... Oh, it's a good thing that I'm doing by the magic of television. But it's a good time to replenish your blends. So maybe you need some more lemon lolly. Maybe you didn't get the petunia pop yet. So maybe you need the skin tones and the new in colors. Of course, if you're part of my club, you're kind of like, oh, I'm kind of already doing that, Laura. Yes. And doing the club... we might make sure that it's at about 60, or you'll have the option of. And you can start the color club with me anytime as well. So if you are just brand new. So I would continue to color that like a crazy fiend. Instead, by the magic of television, I did spend a little bit of time earlier tonight and I colored him out. I was being lazy. I didn't feel like walking around my room. And I did grab a little black marker. We have Stampin' Right markers, and I did touch his eyes again so that they were darker a little bit, and I did just do a little bit of his nose. I also do the crisscross here. I just feel like I like it to stand out a little tiny bit. I did go with this. I do lots of times do kind of ready twigs for the heart idea, but definitely for Canada Day, I thought I would do that this time too. If you have questions about the Blends Club, I was sort of segueing to it, and I promised I wasn't going to do an infomercial in there. I did it right along the whole time anyways. All right, so I am going to bring in the light of the sky as well because I think that would be fun. And I'm thinking I might show you 2 little ideas with this now that I get going with it. Yeah. I'm going to finish the card that I started, and I was back and forth. This one was in a mini catalog, so I'm starting to do little weird things so that I have some memory cues when I'm looking. The dies for this, I'm going to guess, over in my, this I don't know, but I'm going to assume because it doesn't have the magnet. They must have been too big in here. I'm not really sure. I knew I would use them otherwise, but just so that I do have a, I do like the name being the same. I'm babbling now, but the bottom line is I'm going to use the stamps. That's the real bottom line. So I'm going to bring in this really fun one. I'm going to bring in this guy as well. And on this one, I might just use the 2 of these. I'm just working with a smaller surface. In August, we're going to work exclusively all month long in a club with the Spotlight on Nature dies and stamp set. We definitely will be using techniques with the stamp set, but a lot of the emphasis will be on the dies in that one, the circle dies, working with lots of circles. I was going to work with this one already, not as a teaser even for August, but just because I actually think these are adorable. And you can even see I cut it out, but it didn't do what I wanted to. So I turned to rats. I had the name in my head. Hang on. A die from Notes of Nature. Is it Notes of Nature? Maybe. Hang on a second. Let me look under that and see if that's even a thing. Notes? No, it's not Notes of Nature. Boo. I thought it was Notes of Nature. Unless it is Notes of Nature and they put it online. Maybe it's online. So Stampin' Up! Has done an interesting thing this year with their catalog, kind of messing up people like me who are like, blah, blah, blah. I know the set's still available, 100%. I'm just wondering what the name of it is. Da, 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 da. So in the middle of the catalog, they have all of the dies right with the stamp set that they used to be. They're no longer bundles. You buy them separately. But I was sure it was called. And then if it's not actually in here, but you're pretty sure it should be available, they may have just flipped it and it's in the online store, which clearly that's what that one is now, because I am not seeing the die. I'm going to go and grab the box and hopefully it has its name. Hang on one second. Sorry about that, you guys. Maybe I don't even have it. So did people have a good long weekend? Not Nested Essentials, just a second. I was excited for a second. I was like, hey, Nested thing. No. Oh, for goodness sakes. I do have to get in here and reorganize. Oh, I know what else I want to do. Oh, here it is. Yay, yay. Okay. Hang on a second. So I have done a little sneaky. Hi, Marlene. How you doing? Oh, no. Well, Marlene must be here because Keisha's saying hi to her. I put a couple of these, yeah, for emergency. B, because I was seeing how they cut out. So they make frames really nicely. C, just so that I can show you really quick like this, what some of these guys do. The neat thing about these guys is they cut it out. So this literally cuts out that die and it leaves both sides of it. So both pieces are kind of effective. Does that make sense? Yes. It is called Everyday Details. And I know it's still available. I just don't know where it is. So I grabbed, not everyone does that, but 2, maybe 3 of them do that. And the circle did that. So I went ahead and for this whatever you call it. Oh, I'd be set for Friday nights. So Friday nights, we're going to have the color of the week is announced coming up here. I think, Keisha, is it going to start this Friday? We're going to start doing the color of the week. She put Mellow Mambo in there for today, the color of the week. And then it'll change on Friday, I think. And I am supposed to use it in the live or you get to have a drink. Woo, woo, woo. Okay, I am going to cut this out and see, I made the cutest card the other day with this Canada letters. And I'm going to do it this time, obviously, in white because of using that. Could do it in silver, too. Oy, oy. Okay, hang on a second here. I'm going to get... Oh, I think I'll use this, actually. And that's good. Okay, hang on one second, ladies and gentlemen of the jury. So I was just busy watching. I'm not quite sure. I was checking my messages maybe, and I ran across Tamara Bertram, Paper Trails, I think is what she's called. And she was doing a live. She was doing, I think she called it a Mystery Monday. And I was laughing because it's a different Mystery Monday than what I've heard of. But maybe she didn't know what card she was making. I don't know. She's crazy fun. So I would recommend popping back over to Tamara's Paper Trails, and T-M-A-R-A, and taking a peek at it. Marlene was watching it, so she can vouch for it as well. Really super cool and easy. Fun fold. It's just finding the like getting her scores, and then it's a really neat fun fold, and you have a circle sort of like this. I need one more A, and Canada. There's only all the A's but no extra N's or D's, right? Yeah. Yeah. Okay, I'm just doing one more A and go right over there. Anyway, she was doing the neatest fun fold. And Vicki, you need to go look at her, because she worked with the ducks afterwards, and it was super fun. Also, she worked with, and yes, you should go and look at this. I'm teasing her, but not really. Vicki doesn't like the airplanes. She did make a card with the airplanes as well, and you will be like, oh, maybe I do need it. No, I'm just teasing. I think Marlene's probably saying it was cool, and it was cool. All right, so we'll see how all this goes. So that's what this does. That gives you those two pieces. And in this case, I'm going to utilize this piece here. That one I'll save for another day. And that's from that, whatever I just told you. Okay, so I am thinking I'm going to just stamp this. And I think I'm going to do it just with Versamark. So it's just going to be a little tone on tone. And that's why I'm like, oh, should I do 2 of these, excuse me, and see what it looks like. And that's, so I'm just like, oh, nope. Because I could Versamark and emboss this as well, and that might be, it might be snazzier. I think I will, actually. Yeah, why wouldn't I, right? Why walk when you can run, or vice versa? Okay, so I'm going to kind of stamp on here, because I'm going to stamp off, obviously. And I just saw my embossing buddy. Here it is. So I'm just going to embossing buddy on here so that the powder doesn't stick, because I'm going to emboss. So I'm going to stamp in clear. That'll be lovely in the Versamark, basically. And then I will put clear embossing powder over top of it. And it'll be jazzy. It'll be most jazzy. Let's get rid of that happy birthday. And when you're working with stamps of 2 sizes and you're going to just do scattered kind of, you want to start probably with the big one where you think you'd like it. And that way then you don't run out of room, if that makes sense. Oh, that's going to be really fun. So I'll show you sort of in a way the before and after of this. And you'd be able to be like, oh, you know, Lori, I woulda. And that's okay, you coulda. You could just leave it, is what I was going to say, because this is really going to be pretty. But I will show you the other side of it. The other day we did that with my, go back to, I think it was Thursday morning, or was it Tuesday night? Oh gosh, I don't know. Go check out some of last week's lives. And I'm just going to do one, I hope, right here. No, I think I'm going to leave that. That's going to have that. I'm just going to put that guy there. I kind of wonder if I should do one there. I'm going to. It's going to be 6 of them, but that's, and because of that, I guess I'll do one more down here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's nice. Okay, okay. And then he's going to be in here anyways. Oh no, he's not going to cover it up. Okay, so that is the way it looks. Just plain. So this would actually be quite lovely. And I'm going to just put it on a plain white card. And so really, honestly, I could just leave it like that, 100%. I'm going to go ahead, because I embossed, buddied it and everything. The nice thing about Versamark is it's not like, oh, I don't know what I'm going to do. So again, if we screenshot that, that's one way. You can just leave that. I had considered just having a big, and maybe I still will put a big bright red one in the background there. Who knows? But I'm going to emboss on here. So I'll put this away for a second. Yes, this is a check, but that's okay. And actually, I will do a shout out. Baker Tilly sponsored me with my cards for the kids and the seniors that I do in town here. And they gave me a check for some paper products. So I love that the local companies in town support the community so nicely. And so, yeah, a shout out. Okay, I missed right there, so I will put a mound there. And I do just shake lots onto the page because you're just going to put it back in there anyways. I did go a little crazy there. I will be the first to admit that. Oh, I missed over here too. All right, there we go. All right, lovely. This will be a little bit funky here. And because of that, I actually think I'm going to wipe that out of there because I don't think I'm going to like it on there. I'm going to open this up. And again, Versamark's a gem because I can have time to put things away where they belong. Powder is powder. When the air starts blowing, you kind of want to be I'm trying to put a little powder on there. And I'm just going to come off. All right. All right, so then I have a little, I definitely don't want to put that in the garbage. That would be a bad place for the check to go. Gosh. Anyway, it had a perfect fold in it, didn't it? I am tending right now to use a microfiber cloth. My girlfriend does do Norwex, so if you'd like to have a microfiber from Norwex, but otherwise that just picks up lots and lots of the powder nicely, so that I have when it's going on. And right here, I actually think it would be nicer not to have this in the dot. So I'm just, I don't mind the little, I just think that'd be nicer. So I don't mind the watermark, but I'm just going to do that. Okay. All right. So I'm bringing in my gun and we'll see how magic this is. You guys are kind of quiet tonight, talking or not. And then I will roll. And so I just chase it along and it melts it and makes it, so it's going to be bright and shiny. And that, oh there, I didn't even look at that there. It'll be shiny, a little bit shinier. It will be a little bit raised. So there's a nice texture to it. And it does get darker. So it's going to stand out more than just the watermark. And because it is fireworks, I think it'll be quite lovely. On my first one, I'm always feeling like it doesn't get going fast enough. So I overdo it essentially. And when you overdo it, this is a perfect example, it heats up and then it drops back down. And you are left with a little bit of a feeling of, did I do it enough or did I do it too much? And I think, you know what? Clearly, I did it and not enough. So I'm going to hit one more time there too, actually. Hang on. Some of it's my eyeball. And some of it's maybe in a goofball. Okay, so I didn't overdo anywhere. It's all shiny and fabulous. Fun, hey? Whoa, sorry. I like it. I likey. Okay, so now I do this and then this. Look how fun, hey? All right, and then we're going to have this guy on here. And then I think I'll have Canada. I think I may or may not. I might not, because I might not kind of have enough room, but I'll put it on here for a few seconds anyways, because it's just going to be jazzy. Little hint, if you're not going to see the back side, the N's and even the A's actually, to know which side, to know which way you should put them, I actually used a piece of scrap that had stuff on it, and it's like, oh, Canada. Okay, Canada. I know that's not straight. Know that I'm not crazy. All right. And this set has Let's Celebrate, so I think we'll use that Let's Celebrate. Let's Celebrate Canada. And I think I'll stamp it just in, you know what? I'm going to stamp it in red and see what it looks like. And I really wish magically that other card would rise to the surface right now. So I'm going to stamp it in real red. I wonder if this will be big enough. Don't know. I don't know if that's any song of Canada or not. Can't really see where that is. Oh, this is going to be pretty. I think the red's going to be actually quite lovely. I sometimes don't stamp in red because I think sometimes it doesn't work for me. But I think it has to dry a little tiny bit because it's Celebrate. And I'm going to grab my little scissors. I'm going to cut off a little tiny bit of this. Oh, 8:30. And I'm going to do a little flag here. So I cut up, and then you're supposed to cut to the middle. Having trouble cutting to the middle, clearly. Oh. And that is supposed to make a nice little flag. I do think that my tips are just running out there. And then I can have him over here. Canada, let's celebrate. I think that's probably better than the flag disappears if I put it over here. And I wonder if, and there is on July 3rd as well, actually, a new stamp set, and dies are coming out. I guess 2 new kits as well, ladies, although I have to tell you, if you haven't gotten this one kit yet, oh my gosh, you still need it. That was something that fell down here. Oh, yeah. That's beautiful. Look at how pretty these thistly guys are. This one's just plain, so look at how much. Does your eyes just pop and you think 500 opportunities there? Totally. So you don't need to just go plain with that one, but that just is too pretty. And then beautiful envelopes with this. This one's $32, and it does have fabulous. Wow. Fabulous. So those are the cards. You get to make 4 of each of them. All of the envelopes, one envelope is not as busy as the other envelope, I think. But look at this lovely stamp. You cannot see it probably, but it says kindly deliver to. How pretty is that? So I love this, truly. If enough of you guys have a little revolution and be like, okay, we're all buying it, and then we want to get together on a Zoom, I'd be like, yeah, let's do it. Let's get together on a Zoom. Anyways, I'm thinking there's a new stamp. I love the new words. A little note to brighten your day. You are amazing in every single way, and I couldn't have done it without you. Here for you, and thank you. But there's a little maple leaf on there. So I think I'm going to bring in, this obviously is 85%. Yes, indeed. Look how little it is. And then when I opened it up, look how big it is. Okay, this has a embossing folder. I don't know why I can't find it for you. Well, okay, we know why I can't find it, but we won't tell the world yet. It's going to have a die and an embossing folder where you can cut out. So there'll be a die, a texture die, and then all of these pieces will cut out at the same time as you're embossing it. So it's super cool, as well as you can stamp them instead. This is really nice. A really nice photopolymer. Huh, that's nice. Okay, so I'm going to stamp this little guy, and I guess I'll do it in, I think I'll do it on white, in red, and rats. Oh, I know. Wait, I thought I just had a piece of paper here. That's what I was waiting for. Hang on one second. Here. Oi, I'm falling off my chair. Hold on, everybody. Yes, it will fit. My crazy guy that I need to work on my coloring. I'm going to stamp this with the real red. I'm a little concerned because my real red seems to get really dark right off the bat. Makes me a little sad that it's, if you have a strawberry sorbet, you might want to work with it sometimes too. It looks like it's the right color, and then all of a sudden it gets really dark when I lift it. Hey, so it looks good. And I lift it and, oh no, that's pretty. So I'm not going to use the die tonight just because, okay, because I don't know where it is. But let's pretend even though I knew where it is, I still think it's just as easy to cut. Geez, I bet you're wishing it was Friday night and you can have a drink. You know what? It's Canada Day. Have a drink when I'm losing stuff. So I am torn. I want the leaf set with the die and the folder, but I'm wondering if I also need the leaf background set too. Yes. I don't mean that. I don't mean, and I don't mean maybe. No, I'm just teasing. Keisha's talking about this one. I love this one. So I stamped, what did I stamp with it? Geez, I wish I had that handy too. I stamped a couple things with it. And then I was laughing because one of my favorite people, the next day I was like, oh my gosh. Oh, I did the whole series in, oh, I have them right here. Actually, I can show you in 5 seconds. Let me finish cutting this out. I did it all in Petunia Pop. And my girlfriend from Texas did it in the Shamrock color. And then she cut out and embossed, and I was busy embossing as well. She cut out and embossed with our ink pad, which you can do. I didn't have quite as much luck as she did. Hers was quite solid and lovely. She made a card as well that same day. And I was like, what? That's cool. Us great minds thinking alike. But anyways, yes, it's kind of a jazzy. So the new catalog's been out for a little tiny bit. I guess not quite as long as we like to think, but I'm living it. So I feel like it's been out for a long time. Plus I got to pre-order beforehand and you know what I mean? So it has been out a little bit longer to me, but yeah, I did not think I needed it off the beginning. So I could say, you know, you could wait a few minutes, but really I'm like, why wait? And then I think absolutely doing lots of techniques with it in the fall. You're going to see me using it just more and more through September because I think it's going to be really, really lovely. And you will see me use this one pretty quick because I think it's going to sell out pretty fast and then it'll come back again. But I just was thinking I could have a little Canada leaf here. I'm just not sure if I want him that side or I could move him over and have it here. Kind of liked it better in the circle though, hey? Let's celebrate good times. Come on. We're going to have a good time. Now, I was wondering if I needed to sort of color that a little tiny bit, and I'm not thinking I do. And I'm not that good of a color. Oh, I'm off the screen. Sorry, guys. I have to say, I'm going to have to draw like lines around here. That's bad. Sorry about that. Although I think I was busy doing stuff, so it's okay. Okay. And then I'll show you this for, I think I've seen that again. So this was one, and I made it, what was on there again? It was, oh, a whole piece of plastic, like something, like a strip of this plastic was laying on my stamp. I was like, wah! But we just were like, that's okay. And we just added some stuff, and nobody knew any different. So that was embossed in black. And then I did a jazzy one here, just purple. So it's kind of fun. I don't think that bird's supposed to be on there. And then I had a little bit of something going on there. Oh, that's that same celebrate. So we did a little something there. And then I had one more, didn't I? Oh yeah, and then I just was doing it. And that was just going to be tone on tone. and the same sort of something dealio as well. Like basically just, so I did really simple, not finished cards, but just to show off the leaf. So that's the leaf that she's talking about. Over this next week, you will see me working with, you'll see the full demo. I will demo this and you'll be like, ooh, now you know. Anyways, okay, so there's our little Canada. I really wish I could find my other one. The original one of this was, I don't know that this is anything like it. I did be inspired by, I think it was Laura Secchi. No, Bouchler. Beauchler. And mine was quite different from what she had done, but definitely was inspired by her. And rats. If I was really smart, I would have had that every day because it's Canada Day. I did this one also, and I did it Versamark and other, so that's just that, just because I just happened to find that. Oh, I don't know. What did I end up? Did I have mountains in the background? I don't think so, because we're just about to work with the mountains. Now I would put mountains in the background. Well, I'm going to have to find it and post it again. Oh, wait, is this it? Oh, no. When I saw red and white, you knew that that was exciting. So there's a Canadiana one, though. It's an old one, though. That's fun, hey? I have no idea why that is anywhere near here. And that's going to fall down. Pay attention. You guys, pay attention. Things are falling. And you'll be able to buy beautiful paper, but I'll deal with that later too. Well, I'm sorry. You'll have to be in suspense. Oh, no. Ha-ha. All right. And this was a little bit of a teaser for, funny. So, the circle came from a totally different idea, but they're very, very similar cards and not on purpose, but there we go. And in this case, I think I could take the Canada off, and I almost think that's more effective. But this is, yes, I did do the mountain scene. So I was showing off the new, and we're going to start playing with it. You can still catch up with us in the Grove. We're going to do an in-depth dive, get into the groove within the Grove. We've got a community going on with a separate Facebook group, and we'll be doing techniques, and we have a whole bingo. It's called a Grove, and it'll have a whole bunch of challenges on it. It's a smorgasbord and a buffet of ideas, techniques, tips, and like sketches and stuff to get you a holding space for crafting, because summertime we let it slip, right? And so that's the idea. Anyways, that's cute. Did you guys like it with or without the Canada? Or both ways, essentially, is the way I feel. I actually like them both ways. The only reason I really took it off was because it was way too similar to this one. But, and that one is the dealio from the Furry Friends anyways, the Fluffiest Friends. So there is our Canada again, coming back at ya. Anyways, happy Canada Day, you guys. I will let you go and get ready for wherever your fireworks are happening tonight. Alternative, so it wouldn't be maybe so red and white, although it would be. I was just thinking I could emboss in red with the clear embossing over the real red ink here as well. But anyways, there are my Canada cards. There we go. Both ways. Thanks, Marlene. Both ways for that. Yeah. Yeah. This one actually right now, it looks like a playing card, doesn't it? A little tiny bit. Like, it looks like from a deck of cards. That's funny. All right, I'm going to take it off again. And you're like, what? Stop that, Lori. There. I kind of like that better this time. All right, guys, I will talk with you sort of tomorrow night. I'm playing golf, so I think I'm in trouble. I don't think I will be on tomorrow night. Sorry, you guys. I will have a card posted, and I will be back, I guess, soon. Sorry about that. How's that for vague? All right. But anyways, there it is. I have lots. Just if you're watching a replay and you're like, you're crazy, I don't know. I'm looking forward to seeing you again. Well, it won't be for a couple days, but go back, pedal back onto the Active Stamping page and just watch a couple of the old ones. It's nice. You can fast forward them and all that kind of stuff to get to the end and see what it does. It did, didn't it, Marlene? I thought so. It was sort of funny. When I looked through, I was like, wait a minute, that looks like a playing card. All right, gals, I will wish you a very happy Canada Day. Have a wonderful rest of your evening, and I hope the fireworks are fabulous where you are. Bye-bye.